out there in VW Life land? Gary here, hoping you guys are having a good day. Well, hello there, VW Lifers. Gary here, and welcome to Sunday Mornings with the VW Life. So what we have is, if you remember the 68 from a while back, not two episodes a few ago, it was a 68 bay window deluxe. But our plan with this little jewel is to go through and we're gonna pull the motor because it has a brand new motor. And Jake may run and I'm out of breath. Thanks a lot, Jake. We're gonna pull the motor. So, hey, lo and behold, I woke up and Jake had pulled the motor on the 68. So that's a good thing. So what I'm gonna do today is, the motor's pulled. I'm gonna kind of go through it a little bit and we're gonna see if that little jewel will start. We're gonna see where we are on this little thing. So stick with us today as we see if that motor, it's a universal case, which is always a good thing. The motor on that 68 bus, if we can get it to start here remotely in the shop today. So hang with us, everybody. Let's see what we got. All right, VW Lifers, here's the motor sitting out. First things first, we're just gonna kind of go through it and see. It's just me here, so I can't lift it up on the stand or anything like that. So it's down here on this. Right now it's on the Daytona jack. Hey, Willie boy, how you doing, Willie boy? And so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna raise it up and put it on these crates over here. So we'll have a little bit of height, so I have a little more room to mess with a little bit like that. And Willie, are you gonna help me? Willie is a big Volkswagen helper. He is one of those loves the glory of Volkswagen, not the actual work process. He likes riding. And that's all he does, right, Willie? You like to ride in the Volkswagen. That's his favorite thing. All right, so let's see what we got going on here first. Much steadier base being on that crate than on that Jackson floor jack. So now what we're gonna do is we'll hook up the starter stand to it and run some fuel and see what happens. This should be exciting. Watch this. Gotta have gasoline. That's what they call a prerequisite for internal combustion engine fuel. Put a quick fuel line together with a filter. So watch this. And we're gonna mock up putting an inline fuel filter on here. A lot of people ask, this is the stuff to use right here. This is got from Bellmetric. I got 20 feet. It's called Flinor multi-fuel hose, 5mm braided. It sells about a foot. This is the stuff that doesn't break down as bad when we're dealing with ethanol in today's fuels, which just eats this stuff alive. And it's just terrible how much it eats it, as you well know. So here's I like these little inline fuel filters. I get the Bosch ones. They're made in Israel. High quality. I really like the way they work. And I can see if I'm getting fuel flow or not. So that's kind of a big deal there, okay? Let me get a quick measurement. So I typically hide I don't hide it, but I tuck it. Tuck the fuel filter and hose back behind the coil. A lot of people say, why do you run one of these up there where you can get, caught up, and if you have a burst and all that, and then get all over the place and you have a fire, and yeah, I guess you can have a fire just about anywhere in this day and age. But I do like putting them over there just a smidgen, kind of hiding them out a little bit behind the coil. That way it's not on top of the distributor. So, just another one of those little things. This braided hose, in reality, does not need clamps. On my daily, I do put clamps on. I don't put a clamp on this simply because this is just, we're running this as a test engine, so I'm not too concerned right now. But on a daily, you don't have to have clamps. The original ones didn't have clamps, actually. Carburetor coming off. Ooh, look at that. Oh, nothing but the best. A 3030 pick 1 with some sort of VW number here on the side. It's definitely got fuel in it. Let's take it over here and let's see what we got. Ooh. It smells to high heavens. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're going to mess a little bit with taking this little guy apart because I'm not sure what's going on here. Why, oh why, baby, why? Why, baby, why aren't you not working, shooting fuel out like you should? Like I said, we might, there's no telling. Volkswagen carburetors are, I'm gonna tell you right now, they're a pain. Because, you know, they when they work, they're great. But when they get set up and they have all these little passages and all that, and they just get plugged up with junk, you're chasing your tail. And then you think you got it totally clean, and then the throttle shaft's leaking. So then the throttle shaft's got an air leak in, not gonna idle for nothing, and you chase your tail forever. So I'm gonna do a little PSA for one of the guys in the Volkswagen community right now. He is amazing, and it's Tim up at Volksbits. He does all my carbs for me. I'll send him 3 or 4 carbs up there, and he'll get them done up. They look brand new. Matter of fact, I got a 30 pick 1 on its way down here right now. I got the shipping thing on it yesterday, so he's sending that to me. But Tim at Volksbits, those are all Z's. Check him out. He's the man. Don't you waste your money anywhere else. I'm just saying that, okay? Look, I've rebuilt a million of these things over the time, but the thing is now is we're getting to a point where they're just getting old. And you know, another thing I'll be honest with you too is it's a time thing. I'm just not having the time that I would have liked to have to work on these. All right, so here's my fuel that I put in. That's going to ooze out. Now we got a cameraman live now. It could be, it could be that this float is, I don't smell like hearing fuel in it, but it could be that it's bad. So this is what I was thinking that was messed up. This is the needle valve. So in order to, your fuel comes in, okay, fills the bowl, okay, to a point. And then this will actually, if this was stuck, wasn't letting any fuel back in. There's a valve right there. Boop. So my guess is that was stuck, not letting any fuel.
Look right now, it's not springing itself out.
Yeah.
Does that have to spring out?
It should have a little bit of free play in it. And so we're gonna pull off and look at that jet situation there too.
No telling how old this carb is.
Oh, and in fact, it's been sitting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, I love the smell of gasoline in the morning. That's our little jet. Clear the path. Let's see if we get anything here. Jet's clear. Okay.
So what you were doing just there, you were spraying, what was that, carb cleaner?
Yeah, I'm just spraying
down the jet to see if it's clear.
Yeah. So now we're gonna start chasing our tail as to why we weren't getting the fuel flow. Like I said, I'm not gonna rebuild this whole thing because
ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, so what we'll do right now is we'll just open up and take all these little jets out and see what we got. Anyway, let's clean this guy up a little bit. And hopefully we'll see what we got going on here. And get some fuel going in there. And then we'll be good to go. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we'll hook everything back up here. And like I said, this was just an easy 2-minute, all things considered, go through that carb and see if we can get anything to, by chance, work on it. So now we're gonna do our method, turkey injection. What would you inject in a turkey? Like spices, I guess. With a big old giant needle like that. Tools of the trade. All right, so we got the cap back on. This is bolted in, chokes on. Let's come back over here and plug in our fuel line. Here is our hot coil, goes there. We'll connect ground again. And as they say, fire in the hole. Here we go. That's the craziest thing ever. Sounds pretty good. It's like one of those things you don't want to mess with. She ain't pretty, Clark. But not too shabby. Not too shabby. I'm gonna shut it off. That's a hot wire right there, so I'm gonna drop that back over here. I would say it runs. It's alive. So I want to say thank you guys for joining us this morning on this is, you're not watching this morning. This is a Sunday morning here. Thank you guys as we got this little single port going. I'm pretty excited about that. I'll put a little time into it here in a second and go through and check a few other little things on it. It needs to cool off. We'll run the valves, that kind of thing. I haven't done anything. I did nothing, you know. So that's pretty cool. Thank you guys for joining us today. Make sure you check us out at All Metric Garage for all kinds of stuff. Like, look at this, VW Life, and look at on the back. Support the Texas Junk Kings. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. It's always good. Wear your TJK stuff. You know, it's kind of a cool thing. All the cool kids are doing it. Make sure you tell your aunts, tell your uncles, tell everybody you know about VW Life. This is what it's all about. Find a motor, get it running. Who knows? This thing has been sitting for, I think the guy said 10 years. I don't remember. I have to go back and look at the video again. I've slept since then. But it hasn't been sitting for a long time, and I can feel the heat coming off the stinky muffler right now. So that's kind of a cool thing. Thank you guys. We'll see you later. Is this on? Is it on? I can't tell. Okay. Hey, they got me. They got me, the old guy, working this technical contraption stuff. I can work on these things all day long. When you put me with this electronic stuff, I can't. Oh yeah, there's a little number up there. It's ticking. Okay, it's on. All right, that's good.